guys, so last night something really weird happened which I just wanted to talk about a little bit and sort of voice my opinions or something, because I seem to be kind of terrible at that, and Twitter is definitely not the place to do that. Ever. Because 140 characters and lots of stupid people do not mix well together. I don't mean that everyone's stupid, just sometimes you get a few people who are just like, you're wrong and this is why, and I have no way of explaining myself to those people because I, 1, only have 140 characters, and 2, really can't be bothered. So that's why I'm making this. So obviously you can be bothered a little bit. So last night a YouTuber called DeFranco had a load of his videos, like 12 videos, unmonetized. And that basically means that YouTube has deemed this video as not appropriate for advertisers and has blocked the ads on that thing, meaning that that person can't make money off that video. And I tweeted him going like, this kind of sucks, and then I checked my own account and realized I'd had one video blocked. That's fine, one video is fine, it's not gonna kill me, that's not a problem. Except for the fact that that video was a video about depression, which I don't think should ever be manually targeted for anything but love and support and happiness. Before I get into that, one of the main criticisms I had on Twitter was people going, oh, so you want to make loads of money off mental health videos, and if you're not going to make money off them, so you're just going to not bother making them anymore? No, and to prove that, I have actually manually demonetized that video and will keep it demonetized, even if YouTube reinstate my monetization privileges. So I just want to say now, that's not my reason for being annoyed at this. My reason for being annoyed at this is because YouTube has gone, cool, we're going to choose between advertisers and mental health. Let's choose the advertisers, that's where the money is. The first problem with this I see is that this sets a precedent at a time when the entire world is slowly starting to become accepting of mental health issues and seeing it as an actual illness and not just someone being dramatic. This massively sets a precedent as going, mental health, that's a taboo subject, no ads on that thing, get away from us. And makes people who make these kind of videos as a support network for people with depression feel like they are less than clickbait drama, which is still monetized. A lot of that has not been demonetized, but depression videos have on several different channels. It also lumps depression videos in with sexually suggestive content, nudity, sexual humor, violence, inappropriate language, vulgar harassment, and drugs. And depression. All the same thing, they deserve to be in the same category, don't they? Literally, one of the best things to come out of the internet ever is a support network for people who are scared to talk out in the real world, and they go to these kind of videos, depression videos, or mental health videos, or coming out videos, or lots of different types of videos, and they use them as ways to feel like less of a weirdo, and less of an outsider, and less of a freak. Money and advertising revenue is never going to be a reason why I, or pretty much anyone, make these videos. But it does set a horrible precedent to the people who are making them and the people who watch them that this is inappropriate content and you should keep these feelings about yourself hidden away if you want to be popular on YouTube and successful and earn advertising money. A couple of other YouTubers, like my friend Becky, have had videos on similar subjects disabled, which means that someone at YouTube, rather than this being like a specifically targeted, someone at YouTube has typed in a keyword, probably mental health or depression, and blanket banned those videos. There are a few exceptions to this, like Emma's video on depression hasn't been banned, but I don't believe that YouTube has targeted a 2.5-year video from me and gone, nope, just now. I think they've keyworded something to do with mental health or depression and gone, nope to advertising on that. They haven't even banned my most popular video on my main channel, which is me and Emma naked. It's called Spicy Tampons. If anything is un-advertising friendly, that is. I understand if that popped up going, this isn't advertiser friendly, I'd go, yeah, I mean, I do eat a tampon, cover it in Nando's sauce, and sit in naked whilst Emma is in her bra. That I would not have a problem with at all. I mean, if you wanted to say, well, that one, YouTube, go ahead. I mean, don't, but do. Like, that's understandable, okay? So as I said, one of the main criticisms I got on Twitter was, oh my gosh, you're moaning because you can't make money off depressed people watching your videos? What a dickhead. So maybe you think that someone shouldn't be making money off people watching a video about depression. Perfectly valid. That's an understandable point of view. The way I would look at it, and encourage you to look at it, is to flip it over and to say, look, anyone who makes a video about anything, whether it's coming out, or it's talking about abuse, or talking about depression, or anything that they've gone through personally, they deserve good things in their life. And someone who clickbaits with boobs in the thumbnail, or makes a video hyping up drama that doesn't need to be hyped up, or exploits people for views, you're gonna tell me that those people deserve thousands of pounds, whilst people who talk about struggles they've had in their life as an attempt to help people deserve nothing. They should just live in squalor, get benefits from the government, not make any money from anything ever. It also means that people who run channels specifically for this issue, say you have a channel run for depression support and you want to quit your job in order to make as much time focused on doing this to help people in the world, and the little bit of advertising revenue you get will fund your life. YouTube essentially killed that as a possibility, as that subsection of people that might exist who want to create depression support videos and make a little bit of money off them in order to support their life no longer can. Even now, 2.5 years later, some people are seeing that and going, wow, I feel less alone. And that's a really good thing. That's not in any way a bad thing, and definitely is infinitely more deserving of any kind of support it can receive than, oh my gosh, did you see what this person's boobs leaked on the internet? Wow, 10 million views. Those videos are fine. They should exist. That's fine if they want to exist. If people want to make that content, people will want to watch that content. That's fine. I'm just saying that is at least as deserving of that money as anyone else is. The more subtle point as well is that this destroys a platform for charities wanting to reach out to these people. Say, for example, it's 2 AM and you're living in England and you're searching the internet for depression videos because you want to feel less alone or you're really in a horrible place. Charities want to reach you. Say, for example, you're watching my depression video, the sidebar, little advert, or the pre-roll might be a pre-roll ad for a charity going, if you're feeling alone, call this number and talk to us. If that platform is destroyed, and I have seen some of these adverts on my depression video before, a little sidebar thing going, call Samaritans, or call Childline, or call this charity. And if that platform is destroyed, people could genuinely actually die. That might sound dramatic, but sometimes the difference between somebody doing something horrific and not doing something horrific is literally just having a platform to talk to somebody on about their problems and voice them. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. Now, the last thing that a lot of people have been saying to me is that, well, if YouTube disables the ads on your video, they lose money too. And so they wouldn't do it if it wasn't the right decision, right? No. YouTube doesn't work on blanket advertising. They don't just show you anything and hope that you click it and hope that it has something to do with you. They do something called target advertising, which is where they look at your search history or the video that you're watching and try and compile kind of an image of who you are as a person and what ads that they should show you that might be relevant to you. Targeted advertising is worth a lot more money, and if YouTube could also add another layer to that where they go, we only actually show this advert on content that you as an advertiser think is appropriate, then that adds an even greater level of money. Say they made £1 on depression videos and Philly D's channel and £1 on brand-friendly content. Now, because they can charge more per view for the advertising revenue, they make £0 on the depression video and Philly D's content, but then they make £2 on the brand-friendly content, meaning they still make as much money, but the creators individually make less. At the end of the day, I'm just upset that I've been branded as a bad person on Twitter by some people, and I'm upset that depression as a whole has been branded a censored subject by someone somewhere, and it feels like another moment where creators have been deemed less important than advertising dollars. And like, Google's a company, it's their website, they can do what the fuck they like, but oh no, I said fuck, I'm gonna get my advertising revenue taken away from me. But on another level, they're also the biggest video sharing platform and also the biggest search engine on the entire internet and indeed in the world. And so at some point I see, whether I am agreed with by you or not, there is a moral point at which you go, we should still be supporting this content that does a genuinely good thing in the world. Because there's a lot of content out there that doesn't do good things in the world, but still makes millions and millions of pounds. In the last few minutes, Phil has actually shared an image of advertising still being shown on a video called Syrian Boy Reminds Us of Another Horrific Image, and the clickbait thumbnail of a boy covered in blood. That's an example of an international news corporation using a boy being hurt to get advertising revenue. So, I mean, if anyone's watching this from YouTube, which may well happen, I don't know, I fully understand why this has been done. I just think on some level it is damaging to general human population as a thing. My video is disabled under the title of controversial or sensitive subjects. Are you, for example, going to take away all advertising revenue from the Trump campaign? Because that's a controversial and sensitive subject. If someone was promoting Black Lives Matter, that's a controversial subject. Are you going to take their money away but still give money to CNN for clickbaiting a dying boy? Are you gonna block adverts from people coming out as LGBTQ+? Because that's controversial to some people and definitely sensitive in the same way that depression is sensitive. As I said, I'm gonna disable ads on that video anyway, just out of principle of going, yeah, cool, maybe you were right, you haters on Twitter, maybe I shouldn't monetize depression videos. That's fine. And just to make sure that I'm taking the moral high ground in this situation rather than going, I want 50p for my views, bitch. I said, bitch, I'm gonna get disabled again! So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think. I will try and engage in some discussion. I hope that if you see anyone saying, yeah, but what about this? And I have answered that and they've not watched the whole video, please educate them a little bit, or at least give them the time code where they can see that answer. But in general, I just think this situation is sad. It's a sad reflection of what humanity has become and damaging to a general population of people who just want good things. I'll see you guys later and thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week and life, etc. Bye!